So, it's 2018. You're thinking about the future. Maybe. You might be thinking about cats or your cute partner watching this video for all I know. The point is, you read the title of this video and now thinking, oh boy, another advertising for an electric car that no one can afford! Haha! Well, that's not necessarily true anymore. In fact, companies like Tesla have begun to make them more affordable. Still, they have their problems, of course, but so do gasoline vehicles. So we're going to compare a gas vehicle and an electric vehicle. Let's get started.
Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
So let's start with the base value of each vehicle. For this, we'll be comparing the Tesla Model 3, the latest model, to the 2018 Honda Civic LX. The base cost for the Tesla in Canadian dollars is $45,030. The Honda is only $22,657. This is the standard, no extra bells or whistles, for the automatic versions of these cars. Not looking so good for Tesla, but certainly better than it used to be years ago when the cars cost way more. Next is the fuel cost for these cars. This is where the Tesla shines. The average gas price in Ontario at the end of 2017 was $1.22 per liter. The LX has a 46.9 liter gas tank, so to fill it up from empty would cost about $57. If you did that once a week for a year, that would cost about $2,975.44. This is assumed that it's filled up from empty each time, of course. The Tesla, on the other hand, is a bit more tricky business because it depends on the local hydro and where you're charging your car. In Ontario, worst case scenario is 18 cents per kilowatt hour. In order to drive 100 kilometers, it will cost $4.61. The car can go about 350 kilometers, so it brings it out to about $16.14. If you charge it from empty to full once a week, it leads up to $839.28 a year. It's varied, of course, from area to area and how often you use the car, but the numbers are pretty noticeable.
Hey, yeah, I'm trying to get an estimate on my car. It's making a weird sound. You know, like in Saving Private Ryan when the gun got jammed in that dirt bunker, it's like...
Maintenance-wise, assuming neither car gets into an accident or have a major problem, the Tesla wins again. There are some shared costs between the two. Brake pads and rotors need to be replaced approximately after 50,000 kilometers, which costs about $300 on the lower end if you got a great mechanic who loves you. They also need to be oiled and kept safe from rust in the winter, which costs about $120, again on the lower end. The tires need to be checked and rotated, and you may need an alignment after so long, which is about $90 on the lower end, if they really love you. And maybe replace the cabin air filter, which is only $20 if you do it yourself. There might be a few other shared costs, but that's when they begin to differ, especially long term. Oil changes can begin to add up, which is $16 if you do it yourself. That's just for the bottle. And eventually the exhaust will begin to have problems. $125 if you're lucky, it's just a tiny hole. Fuel lines can also begin to have trouble, as well as the fuel filter. Even further down the road, engines will break down, gaskets will go, and don't forget the entire time, you're still changing the oil, still attending to the brake system, and buying tires. Tesla does not need oil, nor fuel lines, nor an exhaust, so it won't have those problems. As long as the battery is kept at a decent temperature, it's not over or undercharged, and it should be fine for a long time.
We know, okay, that pollution has continued to drop steadily for 4 decades.
Are you sure about that?
Now, of course, the environmental impact. We already know cars send out carbon emissions while electric ones do not, but what about the more unexpected things? Keep in mind there are still places in North America who get their energy from fossil fuels, which rather defeats the purpose of getting one of these cars. However, with cleaner renewable energy on the rise, it's easier to find a place where you can charge your vehicle without letting emissions into the air. It's still not a perfect solution, however. Mining all that lithium and nickel for these batteries is not exactly environmental friendly either. Then again, neither is extracting all that oil. It's not a perfect solution by any means to our environmental problems, but it's a step in the right direction. The less things are adding carbon into the air, the better. Now, how far can these cars go? Since the 2018 engines from Honda aren't any different from 2017 ones, we can use the data from last year. It clocked in at a maximum of 805 kilometers per gas tank, which is more than the distance I traveled from my home Port Elgin to Sault Ste. Marie. The Tesla, on the other hand, well, 354 kilometers, which will get you to Sudbury from Sault Ste. Marie. Keep in mind that these are the optimal measurements for these two vehicles. While 350 kilometers is impressive for a vehicle that only runs on electricity, even my 2013 Suzuki beats it with 480 kilometers per tank. Seriously though, at 805 kilometers. That's crazy. So, where does this leave us? Technology is advancing in both gas cars and electric ones. The next step in electric cars is adding solar panels to the top to make them last longer down the road. They're also working on electric transport trucks to help replace current ones. In the end though, it's really your choice and what works best with your lifestyle and what you have to invest in a vehicle. In 10 years of making this video, things can change. These electric cars will be able to go farther, better, and will still cost less over time, especially with the quickly rising oil prices. Me personally, with my current lifestyle, I'd still prefer the Honda. But if you're driving shorter lengths and are able to invest in the initial price, you will save money in the long run with an electric vehicle. The choice is yours, so when you finally have money for a decent vehicle, what are you gonna choose? Speaking of cost, next isn't me. Speaking of cost, next isn't me. Fuck. Can't fucking talk.